Back in the shop with another video of showing what we find on the dyno of interesting stuff. Friday, I got to test a brand new KTM 350. It's a 25 mile. That's just one I have in the shop that I got to put a clutch in for a buddy. It was a 25 350 SXF, and it had a half an hour on it. So it's the newest one that I've ever got to test. I've normally run ones that I've put a piston in after they have 100 hours on them or 70 hours or whatever. And they normally make, I've never tested a 25, but the 23s and 24s that I've ran, they normally make 52, 53, 54 on a good one, maybe if it's a really good one. But for whatever reason, this bike made way more power than the other ones that I've tested. But like I said, I've never tested a new one, and I haven't tested a 25. So after warming it up and doing a couple runs on it on map 1, which is, I think it's the white map. I get them confused, white and green, whatever. But this one made 56.92 horsepower, and then that was the best run on map 1. The best run on map 2 for it was, it made 58.05. There's the power curve. The bike actually made 3 tests, and they were all over 58 on map 2. So then I put a full FMF exhaust system with the core removed because I needed to be able to get my O2 sensor lead tube thing down the exhaust. And it was the 350 header. It was not the 250 header. I didn't have a 250 header to test, but after running it multiple times with the FMF on it and the stock ECU, it was very disappointing. I mean, the first run, it was way down. The throttle response was way worse with the pipe on it. It bogged really bad, like if you whack the throttle, which you don't ride it like that, but that's what everybody seems to do with them. You know, they at idle there. And for some reason, it seems, I know this is the third 25 350 that I've seen that has that bogging issue, and the pipe seemed to make it worse. So there is, I'm going to turn off. That is map 2. Best run, and map 2 best run with the full FMF. It made 55.8. There's the power curve. It pretty much lost power and torque everywhere, which is, I mean, kind of crazy. So then I put the stock header back on it with the FMF muffler still on it to see what would happen. Ran it a few times. Most of the power came back. It made 57.08. There's the power curve. But it was still down. So I put the stock muffler back on it, and even more of the power came back. almost back to where we were, within 0.8, 0.7 of horsepower, and probably could have just ran it a few more times and got more heat in it and got the power back to 58 to where it was before. But honestly, kind of weird that the FMF did that. But, you know, they don't advertise that they make power. They just, I've never seen them say they make 10% more horsepower, 5% more horsepower. It just says, you know, whatever they advertise. They're lighter, but, you know. So I never put the system back on it. I told the customer, he said, don't worry about it. I've already spent so much time running all that stuff. He'll just sell the pipe or keep it as a spare if he wrecks or whatever, but do not put it back on when it kills the power that much. So then I put the Get SX1 ECU on it with HP Race Development's 3D printed dual injector kit that goes in the air box or air boot. It's all one piece. It works really, really good. It fits in there really nice. And on pump gas, after messing with the tune-up some, getting it good for this bike, because they're all a little different, it ended up making 58.33. It filled the power curve in really good everywhere on pump gas. So then I drained the fuel out of it, put Pro 6 in it, and started making dyno runs, cleaning it up, and the bike ended up making 60.37, and I mean, it runs really good everywhere. It continues to pull, it doesn't fall off. A couple people rode it at the track after I got done with it, and they said that it's really, really impressive how it runs at every throttle setting. It's better than another 25 350 SXF that has an ECU on it. And I mean, it made over 60 a couple times, you know, 3 or 4 times whenever I was dialing it in. And that's basically it. So, what does everyone think about the FMF killing the power? It's kind of crazy that you pay that much for an exhaust pipe and it makes less power than a stock one. And from talking to other people that they've dynoed that stuff, exhaust really doesn't do anything. Sometimes it hurts the power and people think that it makes it better, and it doesn't. A buddy of mine said that he did a lot of testing with Todd at TLR on KX250s, and they were finding the same thing, that the FMF header hurt power, so they just ran the FMF silencer and that's it. So I'm not the only one apparently. But if you have any questions or would like to get this kind of work done, that's what I do every day. I appreciate it. My Instagram and Facebook is MXWorks. Thank you.